What's up, YouTube? We're here for my second round of Cosmic Crucible, back from my holiday, and I faced YungSwole while being on holiday. He has Annihilus, so prepare for a big mess. Let's go. We're starting off in stage 3. Did a big oopsie here. This is the correct counter. It worked the second time. The first time I accidentally special with Rhulk, which you shouldn't do because you need the basic from Rhulk to get the assist from Blastaar there. Let's see how the correct counter goes. It's a cool one. I think Storm died here. Because, yeah, Gwen is 127 here, she will take a turn. It's a coin flip between her and Blastaar though, so this can suck efficiency away, big time. But the vulnerables on her will make her very strong, so you have to be careful. Luckily I won a coin flip here with Blastaar, blocking her, but she still will basic, and there goes my Storm. So I wonder if a special would kill my Blastaar and Thunderstrike too. I guess not, because they're a bit stronger and more healthier than Storm, but she definitely would have killed Shark and Hulk there. But yeah, I think Thunderstrike is bugged, because let's see how his special works. This says 300 damage, which is not a lot into Daring Warriors, because they will still block a bit, I guess. Yeah, it doesn't say this is unblockable, so maybe it's in the passive, but I don't think so. It's a little damage, but steal 20 health from the primary and adjacent targets and redistribute 50% of the health stolen. I think if Thunderstrike kills one here, he triggers another 20%, or if he attacks 5 of them, he will do 20% times 5, because this is not how it's supposed to go. This is 300% damage, which they all clearly survive. Gwen died, and therefore I think I triggered another 80% lifesteal or something. It doesn't make much sense, but it works, and my guess is this is bugged. But for now, this is a pretty cool counter into Daring Warriors with Gwen. Let's head on to the next stage. So because I used my Blastaar team into his Daring Warriors, I could use Daimon in this comp. I had to use Sentry here though. It's either Sentry or Professor X, and I thought I needed Professor X in another room, so I took Sentry here. And yeah, it's just JoJo. Blowing them up. This is the old counter for Phoenix Force. You blow them all up and the Dark Phoenix rises, but because Sentry is on turn, you can basically pause here, because when the timer runs out, Sentry is on turn and not Dark Phoenix. If Dark Phoenix was on turn, she would special and revive Omega Red, but it's not the case here. So good, but already an old counter. Let's head on to the next stage. So this is one of the many mistakes I did this matchup. I thought for a second Fantastic Four would gain their speed, but at the moment I pressed fight, I remembered, and it often goes that way. So I knew I lost immediately, which I did big time, so I backed out and I did a sec. And the sec was Winter Guard without Darkstar, because I like Darkstar on offense, and I thought she would be very useful in another team. Not sure at this point yet if I also used her or benched her, but we can see. Oh, I used her in the cleanup. Ha, funny. Professor X, Darkstar, and Fantastic Four. Let's see how that goes after a sec and a failed attempt. But yeah, the correct sec into Annihilus is, I think, the Immortal X-Men, as they steal their specials away, which really helps the matchup, because Annihilus special will give ability energy to his ult, so if you steal the special energy away, he won't ult in the following matchup as well, so he will just do a basic, and he doesn't have his rod, so just 1 sec would be enough to come back in with a normal team. Not saying that Immortal X-Men is not normal, but you know what I'm saying. You have to sec, so ends to sec with Immortal X-Men. This was pretty easy. Still not gaining my speed stat here. He still blocks it, but at this point I'm tanking the hits, going with the Visible Woman because she's the fastest after Franklin and Executioner. They almost dropped here. Odin is specialing. Ulting. I'm sorry, he was ulting. Not that it matters because Professor X is going next. And he will strip the charges away or removing the battlefield effect wherever Odin was with his turn. The ult did hurt, but also Professor X healed him back up. So yeah, good counter after a sec. But this, I think this was too much into this team. Yeah, always think if they are going to ult if you steal the specials away with Immortal X-Men. But otherwise, Immortal X-Men is a very safe sec, and it's crazy that used to be an Apex CC team that they're going to use as a sec into Annihilus, but guess that's okay. Let's head on to the next stage. So for stage 5, something different. Not Odin accursed, but Knull accursed. I saw this. Not sure if it's his counter, but I saw a G-Man do this, G-Legit, and I wanted to try it for myself. At the time I wanted to try it, I didn't have a 5 diamond Zatanna and 5 diamond Hood yet. I gained those after he did the attack because I thought he had a big enough accursed Knull to do this, and mine was too small. So not sure if it still helps to have Hood bigger, for example. I'm sure he does, but with the special into Warlock. But yeah, this is a pretty clean counter, and I think accursed on 3 diamonds gear to 20 is fine. Assuming you have a 5 diamond Knull at this point, which 50% of us got. The stupid orbs from the Knull Abyss. But yeah, you special here with Knull. Why? Because it cleanses your accursed members, does some damage, applies darkness, so that's pretty huge. And then you proceed the normal route. So the ult from Zatanna into Warlock, then Hood special into Warlock, and I think he dies here because of darkness. Yeah, there we go. And yeah, this is a special that hurts, but it doesn't hurt too much as I keep my defense up. And then it's just Helverine and Azazel doing the other 2 attacks. This one is pretty interesting, the Squirrel Girl, but she doesn't add anything. Took an extra turn because Carnage went before Azazel, but as you can see, Azazel took the last turn here, and other than that, look at the speed bar from Knull. It's full again. I'm almost sure, almost positive he would have went before their team again. So pretty good counter. Thanks G-Legit for that, and I'm going to use that in the future. So I like it. So let's head on to the next stage. So stage 6, you immediately see my drop here. I didn't have anything to stop the speed bar here, so had to sack it as the Hyperion was too much for me. Maybe I could have done with Fiji Hyperion if I took that as the first team. I'm not sure if the absence of safeguard and immunity because of the opponent Nova would hurt the Fiji too much there. But yeah, Fiji Hyperion on offense is still a good team, but if you don't face Nova, I'm not sure if it works on the Nova team, but I'm skeptical about that. I'm not sure when I gain safeguard or immunity back, because then the Nova should lose his charge, I believe, so it would be pretty hard for the Vigilantes. But anyway, I won't show this attack. This is pretty easy. Sack them with what's it called? Exhaust. It's super clean for VG Hyperion after because that Nova died, so no issue there. Let's head on to stage number 1, and I failed this one. I failed to clean probably the easiest room there, but I had nothing left except for Odin, and I used Knull before that one failed. I was trying to save Odin for a cursed, and when I failed this one, I was like, why not try the Knull accursed and use Odin for this one? But still, Odin, I don't even look at the tunes I took. I just scraped my biggest tunes together with some fancy ones. Not even sure why Emma is here. I was just going off of the Odin battlefield effect. It was working up until the point that the Mephisto ulted, and then he applies his battlefield effect. Odin loses the battlefield effect, and they killed my Odin here. So it was very close, but it didn't matter anyway, because if we're going to take a look at YungSwole, sorry for the weird numbers, but this was stage 1 against my Phoenix Force. He did the usual counter, lost a lot of efficiency, which I do like. Stage 2, he also used Knull Accursed, and as you can see here, you can do it with lower Accursed. I had Executioner here, and I think if he took Zazel over Juggernaut here, I might stood a chance, because this build is pretty huge. But my Executioner is, he's, by the way, my first Gear Tier 21 character. I'm taking him to Dark Dimension 9, but his ult is just, at 5 red stars, is just a little bit too weak. I almost killed the Hood here, and when you do, things will revolve very quickly. But since he's also the weakest here, probably the one with the lowest health, Helfreen would have applied an exposed on him anyway, and therefore ability blocking the whole team with his ult. So not sure if it matters, but you need this guy on diamonds to have some use here against the Accursed team. But thought I'd try it for one go, and yeah, not too happy with this one. It could be better if the Execution is better. Stage 3, he used Fantastic Four, Captain Britain, nothing too fancy. Stopping Super Scroll, stopping Mephisto here, and yeah, you tank the Thanos endgame rain, passive rain of fire, I believe, but it's easy to tank that one. Even Captain Britain survived that one, apparently. Jesus, those big numbers are annoying. Yeah, here he used Daimon, easy with a 5 diamond JoJo and Gear Tier 21 Daimon. It's just too big of a damage for my team here. Stage 5 is Blastaar team. We saw this one. I used a team like this before into Star Jammers, and yeah, it works. You take Blastaar, Thunder Strike, and big character, one to block and one to tank some hits, I suppose. So pretty clean as well, 69. And for stage 6, he used the Sentry, APOC, Logan, Darkstar, a few on Gear Tier 21. But yeah, Braun always funny into Sentry there. You have to kill Braun off quickly before the others get below 50%. Because after Sentry went, explained it last week, I believe, after Sentry went, you can gain speed bar again, and Braun provides speed bar when your team is dropping below 50%. So you have to be careful with this counter, but usually the Sentry into this works. So yeah, stopping the video here. GG's YungSwole, you got me big time. And congrats on unlocking Annihilus also, by the way. And yeah, that's the end of the video. And that's the end of the video. If you like this video, make sure to subscribe to the channel. It helps the channel grow. Leave a like, hit the notification button to not miss anything, and if you want, share this to your Discord servers and friends. It's highly appreciated, and we'll see each other in the next video. Cheers for now.